Welcome to Sissues. We are two sisters with issues and a need to work them out, and we're inviting you along for the ride.
Here we are taking the big things we have in common. Our love for Outlander, inappropriate humor, and why people do the things they do. Mix this up with our dirty lady mo's, and this podcast is born.
But don't worry, we'll explore other issues too.
Because you know,
when you have sisters, you have issues.
If you are easily offended or don't appreciate the creative use of colorful Canadian cursive language, this is not the podcast for you.
Good afternoon, Miss Cher.
Hello, sister.
Well, everybody, welcome to Sissues. We are back doing our Outlander rewatch. And how has your day been so far?
It's been pretty good. I've actually been kind of productive and only passed out once today so far, so that's good.
Did you get a picture of it?
No. My husband doesn't do that to me.
Oh, well, he should. I should teach him how, because I need to go back and get all the pictures I took of you when I was staying with you every time you passed out and put that to a song sequence, I think.
And so you did do that to me.
Yeah, I got a good, I was, didn't mean to hit that, put my fingers up in a peace sign while you were laying on the floor and put my face in there while I did a selfie.
Now, everybody, you can see what I deal with.
It was, you had a nap and I
had a nap. This is what we call my episodes of passing out.
Yeah, you just had a nap, so I had to take a picture.
My neuro autoimmune disease makes me pass out randomly, and my sister takes pictures of me. This is cruel and unusual. And usual for sisters. Yeah, she thinks it's hilarious.
No,
most of my family thinks it's pretty fucking funny too. So these are going to be the pictures that are up on the wall during my celebration of life.
Oh my God. Whatever. Okay, well, now that you mention it, I'll make sure that it happens. Oh, speaking of heaven and earth.
I thought this was a perfect segue.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. So we are on season 3, episode 10, and like Cher said, heaven and earth. So make sure you
I'm not going there. Heaven.
No, you're not.
No.
So you're going to skip your recap and start directly after the recap, and we're good to go.
Meaning I'm going straight to hell.
No, well, I didn't say it.
You don't have to.
I didn't say it.
I'm going to have way better company there anyhow.
Oh, God. Whatever.
So we're count you down. That's where my mother is. That's where I'm going. I don't think I believe in either one, so that's all right. Yeah. All right, so we're going to go down. As soon as I hit 1, that's when you're going to press play. We're at about 46 seconds in, 57:04.
If you're on Netflix.
So we go 3, 2, and 1.
Okay, you know what? You need to warn people that you're going to be fast. And of course, this is a cold open, guys. There's no song right now. It shows up a little later.
It's just the ships.
It's a ship. It's a beautiful wooden ship.
Mm-hmm. And they're just
I wonder what they're doing. They're just kind of sitting there not doing anything.
And sharpening his knife.
Oh, he's sharpening his sword.
Attaboy,
good job.
He's smelling his bag.
Yeah. Hey,
Fergus is slipping.
I don't judge.
He's like, I got something special.
But how sweet is that, though? Really, truly, right?
He made Marsali some potpourri.
Aw, it's so sweet, and he's such a gentleman. Je ne sais quoi,
He's so lovely. What's going on? They're leaving.
Oh, yeah. Because remember, she's not on that ship. They were just sitting there waiting for her to come back.
Right.
And now all of a sudden, sails are up and away they go.
Taken off. And Captain Rains knew it.
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
Like, hey, that's
my spyglass.
Uh-huh. That's my thingy that goes along and looks out at this stuff. And Claire's giving him a piece of her mind, like, where the fuck do you think you're taking me?
And I don't know why he said, they have my wife. It's like, but you knew that. That's what you were waiting for.
Right. And Captain Lane's is like, yep, I know. We made this arrangement. We didn't bother telling you about it.
Yeah, exactly. Way to throw Jamie over the edge.
Right.
Like,
Look, we're going to pick her up in Jamaica. It's okay. They need her. We really don't. She kind of annoys me, so we're going to just let her. She calls me out at dinner every night, so I think it's okay if they keep her.
It's so funny though. He doesn't know Jamie that well to understand what he'll be thinking because he protects her no matter what, right?
Yeah.
But then what happens?
He's gonna lose every friggin' ounce of friggin' logic in his head.
And all of a sudden Jamie starts creating a mutiny, right? You've got people on the ship at odds, and a captain can't have that, so he's gotta fix it, right?
Put a squish on it right now. And Jamie's lucky that it wasn't just all of his men and him that got thrown underneath.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
They just take Jamie.
And I was actually surprised by that. But in all honesty, he needs that crew.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
He needs that crew. So he can't be without Jamie and then all of his guys. Yeah, that's not happening.
Yeah. They all got jobs to do. And
exactly.
So Leslie and Hayes and Willoughby and
Fergus,
they're all kind of left up top, and Jamie's like, oh great, there
damn
she
it,
goes
Claire.
again.
Right? I wonder how many times he has said that. If we went back through the whole series up till now, how many times you think he's saying in their head, damn it, Claire.
Yep. But this time, and it is, she's always like, I'll be fine. I'll be right back.
Right? Oh my God. Every time you hear those words, it's a lie.
Yep, absolutely. It's so funny with her. And so now Jamie's going to be stuck underneath.
Locked up. I love how they changed this up, and in
the title
every
cards.
I love it. Well,
just because you get to watch them beforehand and go, oh, wonder what's happening here. Oh, I wonder what's happening here. There you had Fergus's hand sitting on the stand, and the washcloth, and that's where Marsali was cleaning up his stump.
And after you've watched it once or twice, then you can start 40 times, then you can say, oh, I know what scene that's from. Oh, I know what scene that's from. So sometimes it's a good ego booster because it makes you seem smarter.
Creme
mouthwash.
Creme de menthe
mouthwash with a little toy inside.
Right at the bottom of the barrel.
Yuck.
But we didn't.
I wonder if that's where the bottom of the barrel term came from. That's where all the sediment is, right? That's where everything bad is.
Yeah, it bet you. Now going back on deck.
The poop deck where people poop. No, I'm just kidding. No.
Well,
they poop in buckets and throw
Claire
it
has them cleaning up the poop on the deck.
Well, and all the barf and everything just to get it all clean.
Mm-hmm.
God, that must have been an amazing job, eh? Can you imagine?
An amazing job? That is
just
not
the
word.
Smell. Just the smell alone would have been.
That's not the word I would choose to use. Amazing.
And I tell you, she looks like she's been awake for 76 hours, sweaty, dirty, and I still don't even look that good on a good day.
Right.
And damn her.
And the thing is that she looks in her element.
Yeah, 100%.
Right.
She's just like laser focused, right?
Yeah. But that's the thing with Claire, it seems like the more pressure you put her under, the more, sickness you surround her with, the more the the more she looks in her element, the more confident she looks, the more
Yeah.
confident she sounds. She's really impressive as
Yeah.
a character, and Katrina Balfe plays it
Yeah.
beautifully. It's like this is her, it's her person,
Yeah.
right?
I love how she scolds him right away.
Yeah.
Don't suck on your fingers.
Don't put those goddamn fingers in your mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at least, she could have explained that the first time. He's all but 8 years old. Of course, he's going to have grog whenever he can.
Yeah. But understanding it, like
Yeah.
hearing it, but then explaining it. Like she
Yeah.
had to explain it
Yeah.
before he got it, right?
Exactly.
So,
Well, which
like,
you
just
have to
telling
do
something.
with you have to do it with every 12-year-old. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah. Yeah.
less than a day, and already she's got every single man
Working their asses off for it. Well, if they want to stay alive,
yeah,
they have to
exactly.
listen to this person that knows what she's talking about. But of course, you're always going to have those few
Yeah.
that are like, this is bullshit. I don't have to do what you say. And, boy, what does that remind us of?
I swear to God, I was just going to say, you know what? The boat must be the size of the world right now.
Yep. It
Lord,
just shows you.
love a duck. Yeah.
It just goes to show you there's always going to be those people out there.
Yeah.
Well,
It's what makes the world go around. Keeps things interesting, right?
Interesting.
But that's the one great thing. You know what? You can have your own opinion.
Well,
just don't expect others to have it.
Yeah. Well, there's fact.
Yep.
That you can't change.
Yeah.
Right.
But they can try.
And then there's opinion, which is not grounded in fact.
Yeah. Man, costume. I would love to see the warehouse where they keep all the costumes, because everybody looks so well put together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Even if they do look like dirty and sweaty and grimy and gross, they all fit, right? And I do love Elias Pound.
Yes.
He's played by Albie Marber, which I also quite love that name. And he was, oh gosh, can't remember the name of the series I just saw him in.
Well, that looks a lot cleaner.
Much better now.
And she just randomly picks up a bowl and just goes to anybody to give them a tablespoon of whatever. She just, what about everybody else? Who's feeding everybody else?
He was in a mini series called Trauma.
Trauma. This sounds like a medical thing.
No, it was a series, and he actually dies in it. Yeah, but it was a really good. It was just a little mini series, but it was really, really well done. And check it out.
Yeah, have a look. It's cool, being able to go through all these episodes and, finding that the actors, played in something else, because not everybody stays in the series. Like so many cast members come and go, it's crazy.
And so many of them have had like really great careers before they ever set foot on the Outlander set, and then go on to have even bigger and better.
Exactly.
So like Isabel, the one that played Isabel, is one of them, with her sex education role, which was absolutely killer, amazing.
Ugh. That dead guy had green vomit stains on his shirt.
Yeah, bile.
That's yucky.
And he's such a young guy. Like Elias Pound is such a young fella that seeing your friends die like this and
Yeah.
trying to process that is, I don't care what day and age you
Yeah.
grow up in. Um, it's like, this is not normal. This is not how, our hearts and minds are, are supposed to process things. So it's, you gotta
Well,
feel for.
exactly. And nowadays we have so many more tools to deal with,
Hmm.
you know, life trauma that brings us. Back then it was, oh well, okay, yeah, they're dead, deal with it, on to the next day, we don't have time, we're too busy.
Hmm.
That's just how life was. It was like that even, early 1900s, you know what I mean? Like
And
that's
that's why
just the
people
way it
died
was.
earlier. Like,
Yes.
it wasn't just because of hygiene, and it wasn't just because of, everything physical. It
Yeah,
was also because of the emotional and mental stress that these people were under as well.
because
And
they didn't know what kind of effects that had on the body back then, you
yep.
know.
Hmm. And he's Charlie Hyatt, Captain Leonard.
Captain Leonard. I like that when it comes later. Lieutenant Leonard.
Hmm.
Captain Leonard. And this is where she starts putting things together. She
Right.
sees all the names, understanding what the columns mean.
Hmm.
It just kind of starts triggering little pathways for her, how to determine where it started.
Hmm.
And they don't know, they're thinking she's just a nutcase. She's a carrier. What do you mean a carrier? That doesn't make any sense. He's
Yeah.
not sick, right?
Hmm.
They didn't understand back then. Of course, she's not going to make friends with the cook at this point, losing
Yeah.
his only galley hand, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
And what else is Captain Leonard to think, right? He has to go by what she thinks is the issue, right? Because he
Hmm.
doesn't know any better.
Yeah. Well, what she knows is the issue.
Yeah.
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 And see, mansplaining.
Yeah.
Let's mansplain this to her.
Yeah.
Uh, she's like, no, you dumbass.
Yep.
Uh,
Well, not like that continues nowadays, which is really good that that's all stopped.
mhm, yeah, sure.
I wasn't being sarcastical at all.
Hmm.
I know.
And I really liked, like, um this is Murphy. His hat looks like a gnome hat. Um the Murphy in the books was quite the character. He was like he reminded me more of the cook that was just like scooping out the food.
Yeah.
Like that was more of the Murphy that I pictured from the
Yeah.
books. But the character was much more likable. He was like the mean curmudgeon, but soft and gooey on the inside kind of
Yeah.
guy. And they had a much different relationship.
Yeah.
But of course, the speed of what the episodes had to do
Yeah.
were, were much better, because of the story they had to tell.
Right.
Um,
Um, I don't know why Willoughby didn't come down and give him a visit, because now he's
mm,
just puking his guts out down there.
yeah, well, they might not have let him.
Well,
Uh,
Fergus managed to sneak in, and this
mhm.
makes me sad, the conversation that they have.
Yeah, it really didn't. I mean, I can understand why the writers did it this way,
Hmm.
partly, um, for drama. Like,
Yes.
and
Got
and
it.
and that's it. Like,
Yeah.
they only wanted to add some drama
Sure.
to this scene. Um, I think it went so far out of character for
Yes.
Jamie and Fergus's relationship.
Well,
Like,
because Fergus is like a son, and the fact that Jamie would treat him like that,
yeah.
because he wouldn't have
Hmm.
treated Ian that way. So
No.
why would he treat his own son that way?
He never would have, like, that's
Exactly.
and like I had to when I was watching it, because I'm one of those people that watch with positivity and
Right.
try not to, negotiate in my head,
Yeah.
because I find it makes me lose enjoyment.
Yeah.
Um, but so my rationalizing it was that, one, he was so sick, so fevered, so
Yes.
worried that he was out of his fucking mind.
Yes.
Like not even thinking coherently.
Yeah.
Um, and that was the only way that I could accept this
Yeah.
scene.
I agree with you because you think about it, right? Someone that pukes and pukes and pukes, they become dehydrated.
Mm-hmm.
What happens when you become dehydrated? You kind of, mentally start
Yep.
losing it, right?
Yep.
But
Hallucinate. You can.
exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I think it's hard without that explanation for people to automatically jump in and think, what the hell are you doing, Jamie?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I
it's
I
not
just
very often
had
that we
to.
have to step back and say,
Mhm.
okay, this is the reason why this is happening.
I had to do that,
Yeah.
even though that is taking, like, that's going leaps and bounds out of step with the character,
Yes.
going leaps and bounds out. Because even with Fergus, I mean, he would be like, who are you?
Yeah.
I'm going to leave you in this fucking hole, you stupid shit. Because, like, you're the person. You're my person. You're
Right.
supposed to be my person. I came down here to make you feel better, to try
Yeah.
and help you, and you are being a complete cockhead,
Yeah. And
right?
it's not very often that we have to sit back and think, really put into some mental thought, why is this happening? Why is this
Mm-hmm.
happening? It's not comparing it to the book. It's just, like you
Right,
said, out of character.
right. And it's out of character for TV Jamie,
Right.
right?
Exactly.
And it's
Yes.
not just about book Jamie, it's
No.
about TV Jamie, right? Like,
Yeah.
he loves and like, it's not about how much love he has for Claire. It's
Yeah.
also about how much love he has for Fergus.
Yeah.
And here they
Exactly. And
go doing a nose piercing.
right.
Like,
And they did a good job of making it look like it was struggling, right?
uh-huh,
It's
yeah,
like an upholstery needle, the one with the
right.
big hook on it,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah. And
And
yeah,
that's what your tricorn looks like when it's not all buttoned up, people.
yeah, mm-hmm. It's a big floppy hat.
It looked good on her though.
Looks fucking fabulous on her. The fucking woman can wear
Right?
anything. I mean,
Jeez.
you get a burlap sack,
Yeah, and
you
she would
know?
look fine. You
Mhm.
know it.
Yeah, get a burlap sack, get a big old piece of freaking cloth, and say,
Yeah.
"Here, Katrina, do something." And she could, and still look fucking fabulous.
I know.
I
Blech.
just, ugh,
Yeah,
I
I hear
just
you.
you just gotta love the woman.
Yeah. And
Oh,
this is so sad,
mm-hmm.
it's not like you can take the dead bodies with you. You just can't,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
You just cannot.
Yeah.
And it's
Well, it
burying
just,
them at sea, right?
mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's a part of it is, you can't leave the diseased bodies
Yeah.
on the ship. And, and it is a burial at sea. I don't
You
know
know,
where they
they,
would have been keeping all of those, you know.
I know.
Oh,
But the one nice thing is, not nice thing, back then they kept such accurate ship records,
right.
right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They would be able to tell you where navigationally
Mm-hmm.
they were set to sea and what
Yeah.
day they died. So you can
Mm-hmm.
even look back now
Yeah.
and find out all that information, which is totally cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That is not the kind of water ride you want to be on, though.
No, no,
Shroop.
yeah, not at all. And how quickly she forgot, right? That she's away from Jamie and all of that, because she doesn't think she's in danger right now. She thinks that that the other ship captain, that they're right behind following them, right?
Right, and that they'll end up in the same place without
Yeah,
problem. Here,
exactly.
here's the freaking mouthpiece. Here's the people that are picketing outside churches right now. I don't need a mask. I don't need vaccination. It's this guy. It's this guy and all of his freaking ancestors.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's everyone's still getting sick and
yeah,
nothing's
exactly.
happening.
Uh-huh. Yeah. It's this
Yeah.
piece of shit and all of his family out there.
It's like exposure
Uh,
doesn't happen right away.
mm,
Carriers you don't know.
yeah. Uh-huh.
So forth
Yeah.
and so forth and so forth. And I'm so done
And
talking about
so
it.
proud of Albie.
I know, right?
Elias. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. So proud of him. He's just, he really took on that role. He would have been a better captain than Captain Leonard.
exactly.
Uh-huh.
Exactly. Him and his little rabbit's foot.
Mm-hmm. Because he
But
has more respect for other people.
yeah.
He cares about, not just, himself and how he's going to look,
Yeah. And
you
it's
know.
funny the chain of command, how well it works on a ship, right?
Mhm.
He is way younger than the cook is,
Mhm.
but the cook understands the chain of command. So
Yeah.
if this 12-year-old tells him
Mhm.
what to
Yeah.
do, he does, because you need to have that
He's
chain of command.
15, I think. So
Oh,
stop
come
saying he's
on.
12.
I don't, he
That's
just
nine.
looks like
You're
he's 8.
infantilizing him.
No, it's just because of his sweetness. That's what I mean. He's just sweet, wholesome,
Mm,
good guy.
yeah.
So
And
that's what I mean by the age.
that's, this is where I'm
Aw.
not Katrina, Claire hits
Yes.
a rabbit again. He gives her a
Right?
foot. So this is again. Ow! I pinched my finger. This is. I pinched my finger. I'm playing with a chapstick, and I just
Okay.
pinched my finger in the.
Ouch. Lid.
But yeah, so he gives her his rabbit's foot, and it's something that connects again with the rabbit idea with Brianna,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Little
And
Easter egg.
yeah, and the thing is she starts getting that paternal feeling when it
Yeah.
comes to Elias,
Yeah.
where before she really wasn't seeing him in that respect, right?
No.
He was her aide, he was her right hand, he was
Yeah.
helping her. Oh, and here's the guy another person that fell ill. Did he
Poor
really
guy.
fall
He's
ill?
so ill. Oh
Uh-huh.
my gosh.
He's
Yeah. I think we might have all seen that at some point, where people we know have fallen, air quotations, ill.
yeah, really ill, drank pure fucking alcohol.
Yeah. Lucky
Uh,
he's not dead with alcohol
yep.
poisoning.
I
Yeah, I
love it.
love the bloody fool.
And he just goes on a tirade about cursing, and everybody's looking at her. Been here before, like in
Right?
the first episode where she
Yeah.
started cursing and swearing, and all the Highlanders are looking at her like, God, this girl's got a dirty potty mouth.
Never heard a woman talking like that before.
But then I liked when she turned around and the two Elias and the other guy kind of side-eyed each
I
other with a
know, right?
grin on
That's
their
awesome.
face, like, this chick's cool. I fucking
Right?
like her. Yeah.
Exactly. Something a little different for your evening entertainment.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Have you ever been close to alcohol poisoning before?
Me? No.
Yeah.
No.
No. No, me neither.
And her name is Chanel de Jaeger.
I like her. Me keep do? Yep.
Mhm.
Yep, you keep do. Annika.
Uh-huh. Yeah, Annika and Katrina said Annika really reminded her of her sister, like one of her sisters. She looks an awful lot like her.
Oh, really? Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, and they had such a great time. And now she sees the flag, the brouhaha.
Portuguese flag. Yep.
What did you just say?
The Portuguese flag.
You
What?
oh dear.
What?
Your mouth sounds weren't working very good when you
Well, what did you think I said?
enunciated that. I can't repeat it because it was a very bad slur.
What? No.
Yes, it was.
Portuguese?
No. The Portuguese part. No.
Okay. Alrighty.
You'll
But
hear
anyway.
it when you go back
Oh, okay. Thanks for that.
Yeah.
Thanks for having my back.
You're welcome.
Jeez.
And here she sneaks back into the captain's quarters.
A little bit brave. Like you're on such a small thing. Like I know the ship is big,
come
but
on.
still.
She does this. She did it in Column's office when she first got there.
Yeah, that's true.
Through his shit.
Yeah.
She doesn't mess around. She hears something and she goes and looks.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know why she just didn't go ask the captain, because he would have told her.
Yeah.
You know, he wouldn't have told her about this part,
she
though.
sees Jamie's names in the captain's log, and all of a sudden, somebody on the ship told him that Jamie is a traitor and a seditionist and a smuggler and
I'm sorry, she should have flipped the page before she walked away from the table.
But now she's been caught anyhow. So
yeah. Yeah, not such a good place to be.
No, and the wrong person to catch her.
Right, the one person that despises her, and then oop, there it is.
Yeah, but look at her. She doesn't back down either.
No.
She's rating.
Well, and she can't, because that would be an admission of some kind of guilt if she did. So.
Yeah. But she also, Yeah. I like that, how she grabbed the chair and put it between them.
Yes. Yeah. Well, she needed to. You know? Otherwise, his stuff would be against her stuff, and that's just gross.
Yeah. But she's also, she's taller than him, so she just leans right in. Yeah.
Exactly.
You want to intimidate me? Guess what, buddy?
You want me to lie? I'll lie.
Yep. Exactly.
I'll tell them that you tried to do nasty stuff to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or threatened to scream.
Yeah. Go, Claire.
You can see the kind of look in her eye, like you better do it, or fuck, I hope he does it.
Yeah.
You know, it could be taken two different ways.
Yeah.
But then he's going to go look and see what she found.
Right.
Right? Oh, boy. You're in hot water, girl.
Yeah, and she's thinking, like, she reacts, yes, like she's an immediate reactor, because she has to be. We've come to that conclusion. We realized that a long time ago.
Well, and I like the fact that they do the voiceover, so you're kind of understanding what she's thinking at the time. So,
and here we go. This was what we were talking about earlier.
Yeah,
she's
washing his
stump. That is a pretty intimate
thing
it is. Doing.
Yeah.
Right. And
it is.
But the way Marcelly's doing it is not only tender, but like, this is how I take care of you.
Well, and it's like, it's no big deal. Like she's not flinching because of it. It's just, I love you, and I'm just trying to help you. You know what I mean? But doing it with care. So yeah. And of course he didn't have a wooden hand in the book. He had a hook.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Or a glove filled with bran.
Yeah. Oh boy.
You know what? Jamie is stuck down there. Claire is on another boat. Just fuck you two. Just go for it.
It's just it. But isn't it funny? This tells you a lot more than what you thought about Fergus.
Right?
He loves her, and he's still, no matter how bad Jamie treated her, he's still sticking to his word, because his word is important.
And how bad Jamie just treated him.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And yet he still wants to keep his word.
Yeah.
Like, bravo, Fergus.
Yeah. Good guy. He is so tall, and she is so tiny. Like,
I know. I love them. I love them on and off screen, because they're good friends off screen as well.
Oh, they are like the best of friends. Yeah. And I'm sorry, but I want to see them have a great love scene.
Me too. I haven't seen that yet.
Oh, like that was the sexiest we've seen those two.
Yep.
And I'm not saying give me porn, Like,
Right.
I mean, whatever. But I've seen Jamie and Claire go at it hard. I've seen Brianna and Roger go at it hard.
Yeah.
I want to see Fergus and Marsali go at it hard. I mean,
Right.
so what if they're young? So what? They're about the same, like I want it, like, because they deserve that kind of love scene. And
Yes, they do.
they are a hot couple.
Yes, they are.
Ugh.
I'm a hot couple. Well,
Okay.
not just me by myself. Well, maybe that is a hot couple.
Depends on how many people are in your head.
Yeah.
Now,
Oh,
see,
well, that's a whole orgy right there.
Elias is looking a little little haggard here, Claire.
Yeah. Tired. And I'm
He's
actually
looking pale.
and I think she didn't catch on because now she's worried,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
Her brain is
Yeah.
kind of sidetracked,
Yeah.
right? And I think, the 12th time I looked at him, I'm like, oh, yeah, why did I miss that too?
Yeah.
I missed it as well. So,
Yeah.
and I was just the viewer.
Yeah.
And then I felt bad. I felt like, oh, you neglected him. Shame on you. You could have
Right.
helped him.
Yeah. And she's just like, you just go get some sleep now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though I want you to go and find this guy and it will take you all night.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can, but get some sleep.
Poor kid.
Look at the woodwork. That's pretty cool.
And
he's going
back for more.
Yeah, he's going to try and get the keys for me lord. You know what? But I'm so glad that he overheard this conversation because the first thing that he went to was Marcelly.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, if this is to happen,
yeah,
I would end up leaving her to fend for herself. And again, it's that true love. He put her first before me lord.
Would do the same fucking thing for Claire.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no way that, when it came down to it, that Jamie would put, himself before Claire.
Yep.
So there's, he would never ask anybody to do that in normal circumstances. So
yeah, exactly.
Or even himself before Marcelly.
Yeah. So
oh, looky. This is something that was really, really interesting that Claire did. Because at the beginning of the season, they had Claire try and save the guy that, that she cracked his head open.
Right.
So she tried to save him because
but yet
she won't hurt anybody. But yet she's going to take this guy.
So I guess it just depends on the circumstance, right?
Right.
Even though that other guy tried to rape her and kill her, she still wanted to save him. And this guy gave a little bit of information. It's written on paper, and she wants to saw his head off.
Yeah, she wants to saw it, and then she puts him in a cell where he's certain to get sick and die.
But he said he would rather that anyway. So as a doctor, isn't she just kind of going with his wishes?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. No. So it's really funny because you get this juxtaposition, and it's so funny how people will try and explain away some stuff, but some stuff is just so you can't do it. And I don't think you should, because it's like, this is entertainment. It's supposed to be dramatic, and that's why some of these decisions are made, because it's just TV and it's just drama.
I remember him standing in the brothel, and I'm thinking, ooh, he looks creepy. And you think, this guy can't look any creepier, but damn, he does look creepier, right?
Yep. After Ian through the melting whatchamacallit.
Yeah, exactly.
And so he's got all the melty face, and then looks like he got the shit beat out of him.
Yeah.
And then his hair, well.
Yeah, you only know how much urine is stuck in his hair.
Why did you pick urine?
Because it looks like it's urine infested hair. Like, the ass end of a dog.
Oh my
That's what
God.
his hair looks like.
Oh, and here we come.
Yeah,
There
but
we
I
go.
don't understand. I don't understand this.
Why?
Were they looking for something? Or were
Ugh,
they trying to drain the
they were trying
casks?
to drain the
Okay,
casks.
then why hit it 6 times? Because it was already draining,
Maybe they heard
right?
something. I don't know.
Yeah, and dude
Uh,
wasn't as bloated as I thought he was going to be.
who
He's just
wants to
really
drink all
white.
that creme de menthe?
Blech. Well, they
Uh,
wasted all that good mouthwash.
yeah. Mm.
That's all.
So now he's also wanted for murder.
Yeah.
Mm.
And look at her eyes.
Yeah. This is Claire's I'm severely pissed off face.
Yeah.
Mm.
She's got that emotion with the wet eyeballs, almost
Mm-hmm.
tearing, but
Yeah.
just too mad.
And that chin.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So now they're going to be waiting in Jamaica to arrest Jamie. So now
Yeah.
she's like, I don't want to get there and not be able to warn him. He needs to not show up
Yeah.
right after me. And now she gets dude locked up in the cells with the guy that's been spreading the disease. And yeah, so guess what? You're going to get it and you're going to die. Ha ha.
Yeah.
So, okay, Dr. Claire, do no evil.
Yeah, right? And as he backs away into the corner, oh, look at the goats. I want a baby goat so I can put pajamas on it and watch it bounce around.
We've heard this story a couple times now.
Oh, chickens. I used to have chickens. 29 of them.
You did.
Yep.
Yeah.
They were white. They weren't brown, though.
Here's Annika again.
I like her. Making the cheese. Can you imagine how good that would taste?
Nope.
Stirred it all herself.
She stirred it.
Stirred it. Look at it. Yum, yum. Homemade cheese. And I would imagine she would normally be hungry, but.
Yeah, but she's been wading through everybody's shit and vomit for a while. I don't imagine goat cheese smells very good right now.
But Claire understands, fresh food, right?
Yeah.
So, and it's nice that she has this other woman to chat with, even though she doesn't think the other woman understands, right? Just by her response. It was like, yeah, nice. Oh, well, at least I got it off my chest. Thank you. But she does understand.
Yeah. A little bit. Yeah. She gets the gist and then offers she offers up a solution that Claire doesn't understand.
Right? Exactly. And Annika's like, I don't know. Yeah, that's
how
all.
How come you're not catching what I'm throwing at you here? My goats need grass. That means we need to get to the land, which means you can escape, which means, how come you're not smiling like I am? Don't be funny. You'll figure it out.
I can only imagine the smell with all the chickens. It's okay. The goats I could handle. It's chicken shit that smells so terrible. Oh, and this part, this just like, so Grabby McGrabberson, and then
no, thank you.
No, exactly.
Like just being a complete dick,
And Fergus could have lied when he said, "Oh, you could not get them." He could have said, "I tried, but I couldn't get them." But he's growing up in the shadow of Jamie, where respect is earned, your truth is worth your life. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So integrity,
absolutely.
And I'm glad he's not, not backing down. He's like, this is why, buddy. Don't be stupid. And there's more than just you to think of here.
Well, and he's telling him, you know what? If we do this and you get caught, they will kill you, and I can't do that.
Yeah.
And then he's throwing his words back. You told me, would I do that for the woman I love? What would you do for the woman you love? This is what I'm doing. you know what? And Jamie's just like, "Poof, one flew over the cuckoo's nest. He doesn't understand,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. And he gets it. He, like, I think once he pulls and I love how they did that
I
little
know that,
translation
right? That was good.
when Jamie screamed Fergus's name. Claire kind of lifted her head
Yeah, exactly.
and
Like
was
she
like,
heard something. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
It was a really great transition.
Yeah.
And that's good, right? Everything is kind of settled down and people are sleeping and recovering, and there's just not all that bleh and poop
You
noise.
don't
And
hear all the shit hitting the
yeah,
deck every minute. And Claire's like, oh, the rabbit's foot was kind of helping me out here. And then she
yeah.
looks up and over, and who do
Oh,
we see?
where is he
Nobody yet.
anyway?
Yeah. I like this scene where she goes up on deck looking around.
This
And
reminds me of Disney with all the pirates singing on the
doesn't it?
ship.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
and she's
Claire's
looking around
looking
for him.
around for Elias.
Elias.
Uh, she came up those stairs a couple times and her skirt just kept on blowing up over
Woo!
her head.
Yeah, exactly. That was funny.
That was in the bloopers.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm,
I like watching the bloopers from the show, even
yeah.
just behind the scenes. I love that stuff.
There, she found Elias thinking that he was sleeping in the hammock, and
yeah, but he's not.
No.
Just sleeping.
No, he's not just
He's
sleeping.
sick.
Yeah.
Poor guy. Aww. And he's beyond just sick at this point. You know, he has been sick for so long, just didn't have all the normal symptoms like throw up and all that. Aww. Delirious at this point.
Yeah, asking for his mother, as many do, and Claire not correcting him, but allowing him that moment that he needs with his mother. And this part always makes me cry. Doesn't matter how many times I watch it.
Yeah, I know. It's very sad. And especially this end one too, right? Where, you know, she has those final minutes. And it's nice that the captain is there too, you know, because obviously, you know, he relied a lot on him.
And that Claire, you know, remembered that it was supposed to be a friend that did the final piercing of the nose, and she gave him back the rabbit's foot.
Aww. I love the music though. It's very tender and I don't know, just very nice.
Yeah.
And sad. And he's so young, but yet he had lived on the ship since he was like 7, you know, been on the ship since then. So can you imagine being 7 years old and never seeing your mother again? Like, it's just sad.
Done by a friend. Here we go.
That's hard, right?
It is. It's really hard, but Claire's never, and not because she wanted to do it. Yeah. Because nothing would be harder, but because she was his friend, and you know, she loved him for the small amount of time, and she had that maternal feeling for him.
And isn't it so good? You know, I think it's a great practice by doing that through the nose, because you didn't always have a doctor on board, right? And you would know if someone was dead by putting a needle through, right? Oh, sad.
Even though things are wrapping up, and that would be the worst time to lose somebody that you care about.
Yeah, absolutely.
And what a betrayal, like knowing.
She's blaming herself, right?
She is.
She thinks that she missed the signs, you know, and I don't think it's necessary that she wasn't even looking for them. So she didn't miss them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think had she been looking, she would have known right away as soon as he sat down in that room with her, you know, but
had he said, I'm not feeling well, or
Right.
had
Instead,
he
he just said he
said,
was tired.
yeah, mm-hmm, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
that's sad. And this guy, even though he's young, mentality is quite grown up, I think.
mm,
You know?
yeah, I'm not impressed with him. I don't, I,
Well, I don't like him, but he's
well,
still,
because he's still like, he takes the captain role
yeah,
and he takes it a little too far as I'm concerned.
yeah,
Um, he wants to prove himself a little bit too much,
yeah,
right? Like prove yourself by being a good captain and a good human.
yeah.
Maybe not so much how much you can accomplish. You can keep as many people alive. How about that? How about the extra stuff you fucking put away?
Well, I think that's what he was doing by keeping Claire on the boat, right? By trying to keep as many people alive
Yeah.
as possible.
The fact that he makes capturing Jamie so important for his resume,
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
by even betraying this person that came on this boat and saved all these people, your ass probably would be dead if it
Yeah,
wasn't for her,
yep,
right?
exactly.
You wouldn't be able to catch anybody. You wouldn't be able to be a captain,
Yep,
right?
yep.
So this is where, Claire figures out that
Goats needs grass.
that she means it's time for you to escape, dummy.
Yeah, exactly. And Annika, her tricorn looks a little weird.
Well,
It's more like
a tricorn.
she's trying to make it look like a tricorn. No, she's got it all folded up.
Uh-huh. I had
But
a hat like
I
that,
like that
straw hat.
character though. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I like
Yeah,
that character a lot.
me too. And
But
now
why would the
Claire,
captain be walking around checking the perimeter? He would have had other people do it, not he would have done it himself. So yeah, exactly.
drama llamas. Yeah,
Yeah,
so Claire's going for a run. Now she's actually going for a run
yeah,
and trying to escape, but no,
yeah.
no.
Oh,
Yeah. Hi, what are you doing here?
Claire, again, you're not a very good actress, right?
Claire's a horrible actress.
Right? And she keeps trying, and it's really apparent that she's not a very good actress.
Which I love. Which I love that Kat decided to do that to make, Claire this really horrible actress.
Yeah. I think it just adds that certain level to her because ideally Claire is the type of person that says what's on her mind.
Mm-hmm.
It's not very often that she'll hold her tongue. So when it comes to lying, it should be completely apparent on her face, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it makes sense for the character.
Absolutely.
She does a great job.
Oh, for sure. I do. I love it.
That's so funny.
And the way that she looks at him, like, how dare you slimy little kid,
right?
That he has the power over her in this situation. Just,
I hear you.
hide. Like, she is so aggravated by him.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
And I would be aggravated by that too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you just want to punch him right in his whole face.
It's funny. I remember being older by a lot than people that were my superior when I was younger. And I had a hard time with that. It was such snot. Like I was such a snot, and it took a different conversation with someone to make me realize that, age has squat to do with it. You had a different path than they did and, they've been successful. So shut up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's something to be said about age and wisdom sometimes.
Exactly. Oh my gosh.
Sometimes.
Now age, I don't even think about it because you ask me the age of someone, there's no way I could tell you. I suck at trying to guess someone's age.
Oh, and now Captain Rains brings in Marcely. What does she have to say? And I
I
love.
love what she has to say.
Yep.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love it.
She just tells him.
Yeah, exactly.
This is
And
how it has to be. This is what you're going to do.
and I love how she just puts it into perspective. If that's what you think, you deserve to be in here.
Yeah.
No?
Mm.
Yeah, I love that. And then just turns around and saunters away. Good for
Yeah.
her.
And the thing is that she speaks from the place of Fergus's protector.
Exactly.
Right?
Because
I'm
he
his
hurt
partner.
Fergus.
Exactly. I'm his partner. You hurt him.
Yeah.
And I am going to give you exactly what you need to hear.
And now Jamie's back. Now
He
normal
gets it.
Jamie is back.
Yeah. He gets it. He's like, yeah, I was a fucking dumbass.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to, also tell you what give you the dignity back that you deserve. You guys can get married. You deserve to get married. You're both far more mature than I have been.
Yes, exactly.
So here you go.
And this is kind of the second kind of interaction he's had with him. Remember when Fergus had his hand cut off, and he looks at Jamie and says, "There you are, my lord." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So kind of the second time that's happened. Jump. Right. Would you jump ship?
Yeah.
To save the man that you love, his life, would you jump ship? That's really high.
Claire, I love
right?
It. Oh,
it's true.
I'll drown, dummy.
Now, if someone gave me a life jacket, yeah, I would just close my eyes and jump because I'm so afraid of heights. As long as I knew I wouldn't drown, that I could swim, I'm a strong swimmer, so I would definitely swim.
Well, in salt water, I'd be able to float for river. So, yeah, I think I probably would.
Yeah. But this is so cool.
Yeah.
She realized. I love how this lady just will not let her go. She's making her do it.
Yeah. Yeah. She's like, you are going to jump over and you're going to be able to make it to land. And
exactly.
It's...
Look, what an amazing human being. Eh? Here's some money for you. Yeah. Take it. Like, that's pretty friggin' awesome.
Claire's like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing right now, but okay.
Yeah. I think at that point, I think it's great that she's listening to her and doing what she says. So
yeah, and everything's getting wrapped up. The boots. Yeah. Now, see, this is where the boots get wrapped up.
Yes.
This is how come she still has them, people.
Yes.
Everybody.
I seen that. People were, she jumped ship. Where did all the boots go? How come she still has them?
Yeah.
Oh.
And there we go.
I love this part.
Yeah. It's pretty awesome.
And I like the perspective.
Yeah.
They're showing how
they made
far
it look
down
really good. Like
they did.
Everything looks great.
And the reason why they put the big long rope on it is so that she could find it in the water.
Yeah.
And I love that Jesus H. Roosevelt Christ. Boom.
Yeah.
And she's in. That was awesome.
That's the episode, folks. And kablooey right in the water. And thank God she doesn't wear panties. Otherwise, it'd be straight up there.
Hysterical.
Alrighty. From TX42 on Reddit, this is freaking hilarious because we know we're all daredevils, right? When my sister and I were probably 8 and 9, we decided to go sledding down the basement steps. We used a lid from a large storage bin, and I, being the youngest, was convinced to sit in the front. But wait, there's more. We also decided to put a blanket over our heads to add an extra little bit of fun. Well, turns out we had no idea when to try and stop ourselves, and we flew down 20 steps, and I went through the wall. Needless to say, Mom and Dad were not pleased.
You think?
Oh my God. I don't know. I think I was just too much of a chicken shit to do stuff like that.
That's because Mom would fucking lose her shit if we pulled stunts like that. And because we lived in military housing,
Yeah.
right?
You couldn't.
It was like Jimmy was a maniac. If we marked on the wall, if we did anything, he would lose his ever loving mind.
Yeah.
Like, God, even going down the stairs on our butt, you
Yeah.
know, like thump, 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 thump. It would be, yeah, like.
Okay, so the one thing that does come to mind, do you remember the last time not the last time, when we went to visit our sister in Winnipeg, and we went on our drive for the day reminiscing?
Right.
And
Yep.
we went to the hill beside the theater.
Yep.
And decided, hey, let's bring back some childhood memories. Let's lay on our sides and roll down the hill. Yeah, I think I lost my top, bruised my boob, bruised my hip.
That's because you literally rolled onto your boob and it went under your back.
Swear that was the roughest downhill ride I got up and I'm like, this was not like we were a kid. This is not fun.
It's like when you're a kid and you're like 40 and 50 pounds rolling down the hill, and you're only like 3 feet tall. You have a little bit of a less of a mass going down that hill when you're 150, 160 pounds.
Well, we picked up speed so fast. I couldn't even stop. It was just like, ah!
It's like a boulder.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Oh my God. It was ridiculous.
I'm going to keep those childhood memories and not relive a lot of them anymore. So
that's really why we should.
As fun as the rest of the day was, like on the swings and things like that, I'm not going to roll down hills anymore.
Sick going on the swing.
I know.
Like, this is not the same either.
And jumping off,
things really hurt. Like these things are digging in my fat thighs. Like,
they're made for kids.
They are made for children, and kids don't care if they're uncomfortable. Oh,
yeah, exactly. God. So what kind of scary things did you do as a kid? We want to hear your stories. So go to sissues.ca, or you can just reach out to us on any of our social media platforms, whether it be Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook.
The Book of the Faces.